Alright, great moss, good. That gives me both the moss in here and then faith generation from the building itself for 6 faith out of that, which is good. Convert so I can move. Let's get some caravans, and cargo ships would be amazing, but I don't think there are... I can't safely trade with that. There's very likely a barb camp in there since there's no site, so let's grab a caravan instead. And food and food. I think there was the ability to get a caravanserai in Marrakesh. I did learn that in the stream, so I will potentially do something about that shortly. Alright, gold from the Golden Age is really helpful right now. It's really well timed. Really lucky I didn't time it myself. I wonder how he's doing in that war versus the Keshiks. I hope someone's helping him. Convert already, so you can go away and I can continue improving my tiles. Alright. Yep, people often take revenge in games earlier. This is part of playing in a community, is that you have to deal with the fact that people will remember you. And sometimes I think justifiable revenge, right? Like when you're dealing with teamers, for example, and I feel like recently I've been dealing with a lot of teamers, so that pissed me off. I have a ban list now that I keep. I had a ban list I kept ages ago, mostly for lag-related issues, and since then I pretty much hadn't been upkeeping it, and I have since yesterday added some players back to my ban list after some of the behavior I watched in game. I don't want to see that type of behavior ever again. So, Iroquois last in army, I want that. I don't want to go after him. His cities aren't particularly accessible to me, and I don't really want them either, although his capital has a lot of wonders. But mostly I just want to be aware that he's not coming after me. Alright, great. So this is done. I can go back over here. Yep, Declaration of Friendship. I don't have any gold to give you, buddy, so if you're asking for gold, you're not getting any. Okay, I'm going to finish this settler. And university would be nice in here. And then I'm going to build a market, or not a market, stables for sure. Possibly a market after that, and think about another settler. It's not when I'm winning the game that people team up against me that I'm against. I absolutely think that is what should happen. It's when I'm not winning and people are teaming up on me and they're doing things for, or like playing for second, or when they're refusing to team up versus the guy in first place and instead of teaming up on the guy in second or third place, or when they're playing for positions. I watched a game with Sativa last night where the entire game he allied himself with Lek in the entire game. The end result was Lek took first and Sativa took second. And he never attacked the player. The entire game offered support and aid to him. And the end game result was basically a 2v1 v1 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 as opposed to a 6-way free-for-all. It might as well have been a teamer game from the beginning. That kind of play makes me sick. I think it makes the game worse overall. I think it makes it just limits the fun that could be had for Civ free-for-alls. If you want to play teamer games, play teamer games, but don't team in free-for-all games. You know, short-term temporary alliances that are designed to benefit yourself, that makes sense. That should be something that people are doing. The other shit shouldn't be. Alright. Manual Specialist Control. Let's work that tile, and this tile will work a Market Specialist for the time being. I do need the ability from that. I would love to annex the city. I think I can now. I think I can. I have the happiness right now. It's going to hurt when I plant again. Growth is good. Gold is good. Gold is good. Gold is good. And I'd rather hammers over more growth right now. Production focus. Manual Specialist Control. I will work the market slot for now. Anything I missed there? 2-1 is not as good as a 2-2. This tile. Can I add Starvation? Let's work that then. A little more hammers, a little less growth. Stagnant is fine for now. I need to whip my gold into shape. Some caravans are going to help a lot with that. Happiness above 0, you do grow towards a golden age. When you're in a golden age, there's no point in having happiness above 0 because you don't earn points for your next golden age while you're in one. So that's something at least. This is fine. I'm going to go help with roads shortly. I guess if I move this guy first, I can move this guy next. When Delhi grows, I can place that location. I thought I had a... Yeah, I need to just make sure there's no barb camps in between here. Trying to snag my settler. Go. Come on, who's lagging now? Elvin is dropping. So it's going to be probably a turn 99 reload here. And I'll try to deal with chat in a second. He may have just tabbed. If people tab and they have bad computers, it can screw you. No, but it's a drop. Alright. I'm not removing Sativa and Lek from my playlist. That was just a non sequitur. So my ban list is APOC and Vandalier. Vandalier was streamed ghosting me for over 5 hours, and APOC said in channel that in the game that he was attempting to eliminate Filthyrobot, not because I was in a position to win, but because it would give him more points as a loser in the game if Filthyrobot was beneath him in the score. So those people are on my ban list, and I will not be playing with them again. I'm still going to play with Sativa and Lek. I think Sativa was doing teaming last game. He may not have called it that, but if you look at it from an outside perspective, he allied with a player, saved Mongolia from dying pre-Keshix, then with the pretense of having a player control both Mongolia's capital and Morocco would be too strong, then allowed Mongolia to take over Morocco's capital, making it so a player had both Mongolia's capital and Morocco, which is exactly what he said he intervened with for the first reason, and then continued to ally that player throughout the entire game, ganging up on Arvius, who was actually behind Lek for a portion of that large portion of that game, and ganging up on Arvius with everyone else in the game in a large collaborative effort, and then taking second place for himself. I think that's extremely poor play, extremely bad-mannered, and it reeks of teaming to me. Probably not intentional teaming, but nevertheless teaming, is playing for second place, and I really, really, really don't like that. So hopefully what we will see is we will see second place losing the ability to gain any points from that. And once there are no points to be had in second place, I really hope players will begin to play for first place again. That's the only way I can think to incentivize that a little bit. So we'll see. I am a moderator now, and I can do something about that. So. She also considered that someone with low ELO would benefit from making a long-term alliance as long as it raises their overall position. This is my point. I don't think positions should be rewarded in free-for-alls. I think the winner should be rewarded. And I think because it encourages too much shit play like that, where players are playing for second or third or something equally dumb. And I just do not think that should be how free-for-alls should be played. Everyone should be fighting to win. You definitely will make short-term alliances and gang up on people short-term, the goal being to put you ahead or to slow down a leader. Not because, oh my god, second place, I get 6 points instead of losing 4 points. The win, it's so stupid. It's just so dumb. Alright, anyways, get people in here. I think Sativa has made some repeated serious errors in his playing in the last couple games I've watched him. I've even pointed some of them out to him in the games that I've observed and mentioned this is a problem. You know, I think he has trouble converting his cities into making science late game, and I see him regularly at a science loss relative to other players. I think part of his effort to ally against better players is driven by the fact that he is not quite capable of taking advantage of his own lands. When he fixes that, I think he will find the need to ally goes away a little bit more. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm sure LMD Gaming, who's a mad dog, mentions that probably everyone gained points from last night's stream besides me. I don't really care about being knocked out sick. I don't really care about the points. What I care about the ranking system is that people play better. And that's the thing that I enjoy about ranked games. I don't give a shit about my points. I mean, certainly it's a little bit flattering to be like, oh, I'm top 10 or top 5 or top 1 or something like that. That's a little flattering and that's kind of nice. But this is a rating system of a small percentage of players playing Civ on some random site in the middle of, the internet that doesn't mean anything. So I don't think it matters whatsoever, like that element of it. I don't care about that point of it. There's no long-term benefit to me to accumulate points. What I want nice, challenging, competitive games where players are doing their absolute best to maximize their civilizations and their chances to win. So, from my perspective, I don't know. From my perspective, I don't understand the people playing for second. I understand in a game, if you're not going to get first, and there is some minor incentive to be playing for second, that you do that to some degree. But that should come secondary to trying to win. That should be the entire point. You join a free-for-all because you want to win the game. You want to be fighting to win the game. If you're fighting from the beginning, you're fighting from the get-go to take second, you should be shot. I mean, I don't know. You should not be playing in no quitters. You should go play pubs or something, and then you can shift move and kick players who you don't like. And if the goal is just, I don't know, it just seems really stupid to me. So, So let's talk about this game a little bit more. I'm slowly converting my very unhappy cities into, or my conquered cities into productive cities. It's just taken forever. This city is now costing me less happiness than a normal 7-pop city. 6 is the break-even point for India, where it's exactly the same happiness cost as being non-India. City-state of Valletta. Where did I meet Valletta from? That's interesting. Oh, down here. Good. This is why I'm scouting. I don't think there's probably going to be much more down here, right? That's good. How many have I met now? Is it up to 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I'm missing 3. I haven't even got over here at all. I think it's pretty blocked. Let's see if he'll take open borders. I'd really like to move past him. I think he's losing his cities to Keshiks, but perhaps not. Perhaps it's just a little bit of damage for a turn or two. Alright, you were going over here. You were scouting to make sure there's no barb camps. You were going to go help improve something, although I don't remember right off the top of my head what it was. What were you doing? Let's take open borders. And research. I have guilds now, that's nice. I will take machinery, metal casting, that's what I want next. And did I get open borders? Maybe a counter offer. I don't have that kind of money. I don't even have 100 level gold. Did he just take gold from me? I think he just counter offered me and took gold from me. No, okay. Got a little paranoid there apparently. Let's get down here. I need a road and next turn. The problem is LMD gaming is that there's apparently limitations to the system itself, the actual site we're using. Apparently they have limitations on what they can and can't do with their system. So it's not just as simple as like we'd like to change it like this, that, or the other, because I agree there's lots of ways we could change it to make it better, but that's not available to us as an option apparently. Just too bad. I can't get past this shit. That's blocked all the way down, all the way down. I guess I could go pick up optics. Yeah, this is the type of stuff why you keep guys around and why you escort settlers, because you get barbs spawning in every dark space. Alright. I will grab a market. It's going to help when my golden age ends in 5 turns. I'm pretty much negative gold in a golden age, which is really, really tricky. I'm going to get some caravans out there. Excuse me. I did finish courthouses. Courthouses are really expensive to maintain. This is one of the reasons why you replant cities pretty early if you can, but I just don't seem to have the option with how grown out these cities are. I want the city to grow more, and I guess this will help it do that. Alright, I'll bring this guy up. I'm going to need tiles improved. I'll get into workshops, and then I will start worrying about other things. Might not even need that university quite yet. Temple happiness would be nice, or not temple, garden happiness would be nice. I have a lot of river cities. I should think about that. But I just finished 2 turns of metal casting. There are things I could build in 2 turns, but let's go for a market. They have 7 gold from terrain. Okay, so I will go for a market in there. Road in there. Road in there. Road in there. And I guess we will move to there. Shoot it. Keep the camp in here. Caravan done. I'll grab another caravan in here, I think, since my capital looks like it's going to be fairly busy. Where's my highest gold trade route available? Mumbai to Vilnius. Oh, that's by river, so that's not going to work. By coast, rather. So let's look again. Delhi to Babylon. I'm okay with that. I'm going to send him a trade route. And I just need to transfer this to my capital. Let's build a trading post on that. Scout over here. Settler. That's fine. Alright, I want road networks, so I'll move across here and be done. Okay. I can remove Polynesia from the pool, and I always remove Polynesia from the games I host nowadays, because it's downloadable content, and you can unclick just Polynesia. You can't remove Venice, unfortunately. Alright, I want to trade to Babylon for 8 gold. And where's the trade route going to be? It's going to bring me through here, so it's probably a little more important. Oh, they're in a site there. I don't know. I need to stop barbs spawning in there, too. Alright, let's go in here. In here. I think the spot is right there, right? So that's 1, 2, 3 from this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Ooh, maybe here. Picks up the extra fish tile. I have to buy a little bit more. I have a little bit of money saved up. I could potentially buy things like Oasis right now. It's a thought. Let's get back over here, stop the barb camp spawning. In here. I think this guy is rapidly losing his utility, and I wouldn't mind feeding a little bit of a gift to him for just more influence. I am getting happiness from that city-state. Let's see, road in here. Road in. Can I get across at all? No. Let's move to there. Road in there. And road in here. Done. Is it polite to ask before sending someone a caravan? It's, people are not going to object to you sending them a caravan. The point of asking is to maintain good relationships, because sometimes people can just immediately war deck you if you send them a caravan, and if they immediately war deck you, it just kills the caravan, and it's a huge waste of your resources. So more than anything, I'm just trying to be friendly with Babylon. I don't want to kill him. I'm not too worried about him. His science doesn't seem to be taking off, nor does his population. I'm pretty good in manufactured goods, crop yield, soldiers right now, so I'm feeling comfortable in these demographics. Literacy will catch up as my population continues to grow, and same with population. So I guess I'm not terribly worried about Babylon right now, and I'd much rather be friendly with him than hostile. I don't need to be hostile. I mean, I guess I could absorb his lands, but I don't really want his lands. There's no unique luxuries in any of these cities as far as I can tell. I mean, I'd love the academies, but I don't know. I don't want to war him yet. I may have to eventually, because I might not want to be warred on 2 fronts from Babylon and Iroquois, but I certainly don't need to do it yet. And for the time being, I'd rather be a friendly ally than a hostile one. I don't like to go to war early because it slows you down. If I had good lands and didn't have a neighbor forward settling on me, and I had good lands, I wouldn't have gone to war at all. I just would have grown. But I didn't have that option. The players in this game didn't leave me that option. Let's go ahead and grab a... I thought I could faith buy a pagoda. I already bought a pagoda in here. Let's try a pagoda over here. Cool. And I did a Nexus City, Circus, and a Monument, and probably the opposite order would be good. I will need to deal with the happiness from this city shortly. That's a good tile to work. Build a road over here. Ooh, I say that. I actually wanted the road there. Damn it. Waste a turn. Road here. Road there. Makes no difference if I crossed right now, right? No, it doesn't. Metal casting's done, so I can start thinking about getting out my workshops, which is good. It's going to be a long time before machinery helps me, but I would like to know if I'm going to be having the option for crossbows. Alright, let's finish this caravan up and get a workshop. We'll finish this market up and get a workshop. And we will finish this caravan up and get a workshop, and then a university. This is working the right tiles. I'm glad it's growing out to there. 7 turns is a while, but that might be useful still. What does Babylon's religion give me? Anything? Cathedrals. Okay. Eventually, once I get pagodas in here, I may ask him to convert my cities to remove the tithe bonus going off to Iroquois. I need a workshop in here eventually. Seems fairly good. And the stables would be good in here too, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 horse resources. And this city is going to need a workshop in the not too distant future, as well as lots of other things. Let's get in there. Alright, I haven't moved these guys. So let's move and move and be done. Be done. We can move there. Be done. Pangea tends to be fairly bad because we're playing on, Polynesia tends to be fairly bad in this type of game because we're playing on a Pangea map, which just means that it's unlikely that we're going to run into situations where that unique ability is all that great. Did I finish the road in there? I think I did, right? So this has 1 tile left on it. This has 2 tiles left on it, 1 tile left on it, 1 tile left on it, right? I will just finish this so I don't forget about it. It's a little bit of waste. Oh, it had 2 tiles. See, good. I didn't forgot to do that. Fortifying here. Let's go. What's next? A road to here. 1, 2, 3. That would be fairly good. It's gonna take me a while to do that, though. I may. Man, I don't have the workers over there for that quite yet either. I may not bother with it. Wouldn't mind removing the jungle. That's fresh water. So I'll actually come over and start on that. Caravan. Another trade route to him would be good, although I have to watch this tile now. And settler. I think this is the spot I decide on, right? I have to buy out more tiles, which of course is going to cost me more money, which I don't have. But it is eventually going to be a better city spot. So we'll move to there, come back this way, and I guess this guy is going to improve right there. Don't. Seems okay right now. Alright. And you need to be building me a workshop very quickly after that. And a stables, actually. As long as I'm not getting too far behind in tech, I'll be okay. I don't need the universities up quite as importantly in my peripheral cities. Is the setting in the game a random map and a random civ, or do you have to choose? We play random civs and no quitters. Most games, you don't always have to do that, but most games are like that. In the map, it's not random, it is Pangea, so that's slightly different. And I am actually positive when my Golden Age finishes. So let's settle a city, makes me really unhappy really quickly, I'm sure. Let's grow out to, wow, 120 for that? Are you out of your mind? Okay, I'm going to wait in a few turns before I grow out for that. What do I need? I have a workshop. Okay, or a monument rather. Granary seems like a good bet here. And I'd rather than grow, I'd rather get pasture there. Or not pasture, yeah. I'd rather work production tile. And scout over here still. Fortifying here. That's expensive. I was not expecting it to be quite as expensive as that. And where's my next highest trade route available? Have Fez to Babylon. Okay, let's go to Fez. And we want a road in like this, right? Okay. Looking fairly good in there. I need to pay attention to army size, seconded soldiers. Do you always have to pick Pangea? You don't, but people tend to like it because you can both play with strategic balance, which is quite good, as well as with strategic balance is really good, and man, it slipped my mind. And that people in fractal maps, for example, which is another pretty popular map, sometimes you can get people isolated on an island, and if they're isolated on an island, you can't really deal with them, and they just take off. So it's nice that you can influence everybody too. Alright, Temple Garden is happiness, and I may need that shortly. Forge is military units, which is nice. Temple is faith, but it hurts my gold. I'm going to grab a caravanserai. I have 2 trade routes coming out of Delhi right now, and Delhi. Anyone know Delhi? I don't know, I should know that, but I don't. I'd like to fix that. Let's grab optics real quick. Scout can just fortify for 1 turn. Oh, let's actually move him so I don't forget about him. And you can start chopping the jungle. And caravan to Babylon. Finish the road. I have engineering so I can get across quickly. Let's move to there, start a road. It's Delhi, thank you. And more roads across the river. That's being pretty heavily watched. Might be okay. Alright, do I want to expand again? I think I probably do. I also want to get workers in here. Maybe even a workshop before that happiness building. I seem to be pretty happy right now. I should double check where that's coming from, though. No longer ally of Linnaeus. That's going to hurt. Yeah. What do they want? Marble and a trade route. I could send him a trade route, I guess, when I get one again. I may actually go for a compass, perhaps? Yeah, let's go for compass. I do want to get astronomy in my capital. Compass gives me another trade route, right? Yes, and I do want a trade route to get these guys happy. They want marble too, so that will be not too long, but 2 happiness benefits from them is great. I don't need just 1. Let's see, Mongolia is still fighting. Got optics. This guy can go do some better scouting now. I want to send him to that tile so I can see stuff. Let's see, road's coming down this way, right? So, road there. Road there. Can I get across? I can get across. Good. And let's go get production up in this area. Big Guru. I would like more growth, but gold. Yeah, I'm actually going to take more growth out of them. I have to take advantage of using these cities. Okay, those are crossbows. I don't want to defend versus crossbows right now. I'll have to think about that in a second. It's not even Delhi, it's Delhi. Where's the syllable change? We are at peace. Okay, I do need to get a little more happiness coming in again. Let's have a look. Road there seems good. Did I not finish that tile? Looks like I'm missing a road there. I can finish that shortly. Road in here. And am I working the right tiles in here? I am. Oh, but I don't want a great merchant, so I'm not quite working the right tiles. That's better. And I need to, as I do that, actually avoid growth in here. Because it still needs the courthouse before it can really grow a lot more. Let's rephrase a while. Man, I would like to take back some of my horse resources now. This guy's hogging them and he doesn't get quite as much production out of them. Okay, so I can actually work that tile. And let's get over here and reset tiles and manual specialist control. And let's take this tile back, and that tile back, and that tile back, and that tile. I need another worker. So let's get another worker in here. And that probably neutered this guy's production a little bit, but he has now production options, so I'm okay with that. So that's fine. Let's see. I will grab probably an expo or two. Just, let's grab a garden while I'm thinking of it. For the happiness, manual specialist control in here. I want to keep growing, but the rest of it's not quite as important. Don't need production real badly in there. And I want the garden because it has 2 happiness for the Iroquois religion. And hopefully I won't have to worry about too much. Alright, Caravanserai helped. I think the city needs to grow. It will grow pretty quickly once this goes up. 1 turn on that, so that'll be good for getting that online. I'll get some more happiness out of that. Let's see, finish the road in here. I actually preferred that tile to be upgraded first. Finish the road in here. And finish the road in here, I guess. Oops. 2 turns, I'll have that online. I wasn't planning on this many cities as India, and I am tradition. I'm at 0 happiness right now. I'll go on happy shortly. I'm importing a lot of happiness too, so I do need to get that sorted out. I should be able to buy another round of... I should make sure I have shrines everywhere, by the way. I should be able to buy another round of pagodas shortly. And I am trying to avoid entering the Renaissance so it doesn't cost me more. I'm running out of text to take for that. We'll go Compass into Chivalry. Okay. It's like Jelly but D. Okay, that's really nice to know, guys. I appreciate that. So it's Delhi. I can talk about that like that way now. Alright, definitely lock that tile, that tile, that tile, and that tile for now, and I just need improvements in here. Am I working that tile? I'm not. So let's take that tile back. And there we go. Let's see if it sticks. I hope it will stick. Alright. Do with another worker shortly here too. Yeah. Another worker. Probably a temple too. And see if we can get this Iroquois religion out of my cities again, because currently it's generating a ton of gold for him. Well, he can't spread his own religion, apparently. Man, we don't want to give Iroquois 9,000 gold per turn. Like, he's... so much, that's so much. I'll have to think about doing something about that. Oh, I do have another... I have the ability to build another caravan next turn, which I'll grab from Delhi and send to Vilnius. That will help with gold. Help with gold and complete their quest, which will help with happiness. Ivory for wine just ended. I haven't entered medieval yet, so we'll take 20% discount or increase faith. What do I have? 1, 2, 3. I have like 7 cities, right? I think I'm going to take the increased faith. Let's take a look. Who's got luxuries I don't have? They did, but it looks like they've lost it. It's too bad, because I just went unhappy, and I didn't really want to go unhappy. What can I do about that? I can build a garden in here. There's happiness on that. I want a trade route here that will give me happiness in 2 turns with Vilnius. And this guy can head over there. That will help. This hasn't grown much. It's working mostly the right tiles. I can't grow for this in the immediate future. I need that improved. I need a farm on here, but no chance of that quite yet. How much does it cost to buy? So that has calmed down a little bit in the acquisition of tiles, which is nice in terms of cost. A shrine and a lighthouse in here would be fairly good. Then a workshop. These guys, what do they need to do? This guy needs to do. Oh, I want to put a mine on that. That's a good tile to work. I need to watch this market slot. I do not want a great merchant at all. Build a worker in here. I need to improve hills down here for this city. This city is improving production. That's now done, which is good. We can move there and there. And start getting a road. Actually, I didn't prefer... Damn it. I actually prefer the road on the gems. It's not hugely critical, but it's a little bit better defensively. It doesn't matter. I'll just do this. So improve that tile for 1 more gold and be done. This is online, this is multiplayer too, yep. Do I always play Civ 5? I have currently only been playing Civ 5. It doesn't mean I will continue to only play Civ 5. Yesterday really undermined my faith in Civ 5 a little bit with the teaming. I need a solution to that to become relatively apparent before I'd be really happy. I need a Colosseum. Lighthouse in here would be good at one point. I need happiness is short and long of it. And happiness is coming in kind of expensively right now. I guess I could push... The courthouse is coming, but I want to do that workshop first. I guess I could push a Colosseum into this build somewhere. Salt for Ivory just ended. Let's try if we can get Salt for Ivory back. Can buy that will help too. If we go in here. Okay. Alright. Road. Let's get in there. And happy, what, 2 turns from now. Let's get in there, that will help. I need another expand over here, right? Is it worth this? It's not a huge amount of production there, maybe. That might even be better. So one more expand, and then we'll be done on cities. We're going to end up going to war, probably with Iroquois and possibly Babylon. Not because I want to, and not because I'm going to start it, because I'm going to grow to a point where they're going to decide to attack me. So I need to get my individual happiness sorted out of that first. My local happiness is what I'm trying to say. It's a 3-1 tile, this is a 3-1 tile. I'm going to start with that. Alright, this will help when this becomes no longer occupied. Courthouses are expensive, and I have 3 of them. How long have I been playing Civ? I don't know in time. I think I'm just about to hit 2,000 hours of Civ played, almost all of it online, although I have played, played a decent chunk of that single player too. So a lot of Civ. I need my capital to continue growing because I need to work specialist slots. That needs to change. And this city would be a decent guild city, although if it dies, it'd be pretty annoying to have to rebuild guilds. And it just has a ton of food. These cities will grow huge if I let them. And I do want the culture out of my unique castle building. That's a really nice way to get culture. So I will actually try for that. So one more settler. Once I get happiness sorted, one more settler. This will be 8 happiness coming online shortly. And a little more next turn when I can send the trade route. So I will go happy again shortly, but it's annoying right now. Since Gods and Kings, I played a number of multiplayer games in Gods and Kings, and I really loved the Brave New World expansion when it changed so much and it made it such a better game. So.